Hey, God tell me to tell you, whatever you have, whatever you need, is what you have within you right now. You don't need anything else. He's telling me to tell you that you don't need anything else. Whatever you have right now, that you have right now at this moment, is all you need. Stop thinking that you need a lot of more things that's going to help you in your situation. Stop thinking that you need more on top of what you have right about now. You don't need anything else. All you need is what you have right now. Do inventory of what the things that you have right now and go in within yourself. Find that out, figure that out, because that's all you need. Take some time for yourself. Now, I'm telling you this because I'm still going through that. I'm in a situation as well. I'm telling you that because what I'm going through and what the experiences, what I have, the experiences that I had, and I noticed in my life that I figured that I needed money. I figured that I needed to be loved. I figured that I needed to be around people looking for validation. Uh, I figured that I needed, you know, clothes, jewelry, cars, a place, all of that stuff. I figured that I thought I needed all of that stuff to feel a certain way, to be completed. And when you at your lowest point, when you at your lowest pain, your lowest place in your life, the lowest point in your life, you don't need anything except for what you have at the moment where you at right now. That's all you need. Because if you keep seeking other things that's not from within you, you gonna continue on to keep searching on the outside. You're not gonna be looking in the inside. You're gonna be searching on the outside. And I figured that I needed all of those things because I wasn't I wasn't in the right state of mind. I wasn't in the right place in my life. Because I just wanted to be known. I wanted to be heard to a certain point, to a certain extent. And the reason why I say a certain extent is because I still didn't know who I was. I was still trying to figure me out. I was in the process of still learning about myself. I was still trying to figure out what is it there for me to do. I was trying my best, only the best way that I know how to. Only the way that, I was raised and brought up, seeing the things that I was seeing and being around the people, to have that. I was only going off of and basing off of everything from my surroundings and trying to look for that peace. But and that was nowhere on the outside. And I didn't find that out till maybe like last year sometime, a year and a half. But I always know that it was something more that I wanted. It was something different about me than others, you know. It was always something different. And it came to a point that I had to go through what I had to go through And the reason why I keep bringing this up, because someone needs to hear this. Someone needs to hear this, and it's going to help them out tremendously. Because whatever you're going through right now, you're not the only one going through it. Whatever you feel right now, you're not the only one feeling it. So I felt like those things that I needed, not needed, those things that I wanted, that I felt like that I needed, wasn't wasn't nowhere to be found. Even if I had it, you know, even if I had those things, it was nowhere that need to be found. Because even when I had it, I still felt empty from the inside. Pleasing a lot of people, you know, were able to move first in any and every situation just to make sure that person, be okay, or make sure that person's straight. And I felt like so they won't have nobody else to call on. You know, just having that mindset and having that heart like that, it just it was just me. It was just me, period. But I was just giving my loyalty and my heart to just about almost any and everybody. I didn't know how not to love. I didn't know how not to love. I don't know how not to love. I have the love from within. I have the love, but I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know how to use my heart. I didn't know how to use my mindset in a way. Only only when certain things happen and I start to feel like I start to let my pride and my ego get in the way. Um, I know when to shut out some things and to walk away from certain things in my life, and made sure that the things that I was walking away from didn't no longer benefit me, didn't no longer benefit me, or either work out for me, or whatever. But it was something that I was still holding on, even though I would walk away from those situations. I was still seeking and looking for, uh, did that person feel what I was coming from? Did that person understand me? I was always seeking, I was always still attached to something, even though I let it go. And that just play a whole plays a big part of it, having a heart like that, because you just still wanted to know that that person felt what you was coming from. Letting your heart being in the way can cause a whole lot of damage, a whole lot of problems. It caused a whole lot of problems and damage. And I want to say, man, you don't need what you think you need. You don't need what you think you need, because it's all within you. It's all inside of you. It's all within you. You don't need what you think you need. You have to go through whatever you have to go through to find that out, to figure that out. It'll be worth it. Because if you don't find it out and notice it right then you will have to go through the things that you currently going through just for you to snap out of it and open your eyes. You know, be mindful of that because it takes a lot of courage to do the work. It takes a lot of courage to do the work. And whatever you feeling like whatever you feeling like it's hard to do, it'll be worth it, man. Trust and believe. It definitely will be worth it. You have to be courageous enough to do the work, to not let those things happen and slip up again, to not seek for the things that you really think that you need. You don't need. Everything that you need is what you have right now and is within you. So God put this on my heart and tell me to to relate this and tell you guys this, man. There's a lot of things that I'm still battling and a lot of things I'm still going through. Trust and believe. But I tell you one thing, I have gotten way better since the last past few months or so. I was working on this for years now. But until I actually got in an isolated place and started really focusing and doing these practices of mindfulness, it really started to sink in and come to me quicker because I was already catching the problems that I was dealing with and having my whole life. And when I got isolated, you know, that journey, that journey with God is like everything shifted. Everything shifted and changed. And that was a perfect timing on his timing. And that what he really wanted for all of this to happen. He really want all of this to happen. And and if it didn't happen, man, like I said, I wouldn't know where would I be right now. And that's a huge blessing, so that I can share this message to a lot of people who think that they need things just to complete them and make them feel a certain way. Best believe it'll be temporary. It'll be a temporary feeling, but once that feeling go away, you'll be looking for other things to have you feeling like you fulfill or feel peace and joy from the inside, and which is really not. It's gonna continue to keep leading to a chain reaction, a domino effect that you're gonna keep seeking outside external things that you feeling like is gonna make you feel like you that person that you trying to become. But it starts from within, and it takes a lot of work to go in within, man. It takes a lot of work. You really have to be patient with yourself You really have to be patient and do the work. Keep in faith and do the work. We can't control everything. We only can control the things that is only necessary for us to control. That is meaningful. That is really, how I want to say it. Yeah, that is really meaningful, and that it really, really do matters. That it matters. You only can control the thing that really what matters, and don't don't try to force anything. Don't try to suppress anything. Don't try to force anything. You need to go through it, get through it right then, and try to deal with it the best way you can. Don't try to be so hard on yourself, and and have you thinking that it is nothing working. It is working once you start to put your mind into it, and start thinking about it, and start taking that first step towards it. You already start the process right there. It's just a matter of a time, for it to actually takes it powers, and for it to really, really make a huge shift in your life. So I say, man, you have everything what you thinking that you need. You have it right now. You have everything right now. Everything. So don't look at it like it's, oh, I don't have this, or this person. What about this person? And what about tomorrow? What about next week? Don't worry about none of that stuff, because tomorrow ain't promised. Tomorrow is already written for another day. You know, it's not promised to no one. So what you need to be focused on is just your current moment where you at right now. The current moment today. What you need to be focusing on about is today. Only today. Nothing else. And just do better. Be a better person that you was yesterday, the day before, last week. You know, just stick to it. Stick to it. You will get through it. But that's what I wanted to say. I know I was just kind of. I know that I was just kind of loss of words and pausing a lot. Is because my mind keeps slipping and getting off track. That enemy don't want me to put this message out there. And on top of that, I really didn't had so much to how I wanted to put it together and say. I just come on here, just was just flowing. I was just flowing, and just thinking about what I wanted to say. So, like I say, everything's gonna get better. What y'all, leave me your comments, and like and subscribe and share the videos so I can know exactly um what is what needs to what needs to be upgraded. So may God bless y'all, man.